What's up, everybody? AJ Chen here with Phenomenal Homes in Kansas City. As we're approaching the new year, you might be contemplating buying your next house, whether that's an upgrade for a little bit more space or maybe your first time house. So you might be thinking, is 2021 a good year to buy a house? Now, typically I like to be optimistic with my thinking, but as you may or may not know, Kansas City and most other places in the United States are in what we call a seller's market. So, meaning there are a lot more buyers than there are sellers. So, sellers have more leverage in negotiations, and it's typically harder to buy a house. And the way I see things playing out, this is going to continue into 2021. Definitely in the first half, as things kind of start to unwind and we continue to deal with all of these uncertainties with the pandemic and figuring out how our economy is going to react to all this. So what I would expect going to 2021 is that there is still going to be a lot of competition for houses. I think folks are still going to be extremely reluctant to sell and just not wanting to move right now. And as far as buyers goes, there's no signs that interest rates are going to go back up for mortgages. So I think there's still be plenty of buyers, plenty of competition. So, with all that being said, though, I don't want to discourage you from buying a house in 2021. So if you are planning to buy a house in 2021, it is still doable. You want to have a few things in mind while you're approaching this, though, to make it go as smoothly as possible. So the first thing in mind is get everything in order. Get your finances straight, clean up your credit score, figure out exactly how much you can afford for a down payment, what price range of house that you're going to get. When you get all these in line and you have your game plan in place, that really prepares you for the whole process and where everything stands financially and having all of your money in order. If you have rock solid financing with your lender and all of your money is in order, that's going to make the process a lot easier for you. The next thing you really need to think about is setting your expectations. As I mentioned, there's still going to be a lot of competition for houses. Most houses that you're going to be going to see are going to sell within a few days. There's going to be bidding wars on these. So keep that in mind. Be prepared to go into the trenches when you're trying to buy a house. And I know it can be easy to fall in love with a house, but keep in mind that there's going to be a lot of other people vying for that same house. And it's going to become really difficult emotionally. It's going to be very draining for you to fall in love with all of these houses, get outbid, and then have to continually restart the process. So just know what you're getting into. Know that this could be an extremely long process. It could be a process where you have to not only find a bunch of houses you love, but get turned down just because you're outbid. And if you have a good agent that is able to help you with these two things, it's going to make the process a lot easier. Here at Phenomenal Homes, we really spend a lot of time up front getting to know you, your situation, understand what your goals are, and make sure you have all of that in line of your finances and your other monetary goals. That way we have a really solid foundation going into this whole process. And then, we know the market. We're out there every day. We're in the trenches. We know how things go, and we really set expectations with our buyers and making sure that they know the process and what they're getting themselves into. So if you let us help you, let us help get everything in order, set your expectations. We will be extremely excited to get you in a new house in 2021. Hopefully this year will be a little bit better than last year. But regardless, we've only got one life. Make it phenomenal.